Hey guys, it's me, Crazy Honda Chris. I just want to say congratulations on your new Honda Pilot Special Edition. This video is for you guys. I'm going to show you how to customize your vehicle settings so once you arrive to the dealership, you know how to set everything up exactly the way you want it, all right? So you're set for success. So all you have to do is drive off the lot and show it to your friends and family. Now, if you guys have any questions, you know what to do. Drop it down below in the comments. I'll do my best to answer those questions. Now, let's go customize your vehicle settings right now. All right, so here we are right inside the awesome new Pilot Special Edition for you guys. I'm really excited for you guys. I can't wait to hear about you guys' new adventures and how you guys put this vehicle to the test down in the comments, all right? Share that with the community who has purchased one of these or are looking to purchase. But anyways, let's get back to something that's important now. Congratulations on your new vehicle, by the way. Let's talk about the vehicle settings, all right, to set you up for success. So we're at the home menu, the vehicle's in park. That's important. You cannot adjust anything unless the vehicle is in park. Select settings, vehicle. If this is faded out because the vehicle is not in park, or we're in parked, safety first. We're going to start from the top, then work our way down to the bottom, all right? Now, what I love about the Honda Pilot is that it shares a summary on what we're selecting, so you don't have to keep this stuff memorized, all right? So driver position setup, right underneath here, you got two options. As you guys can see, we got the seat position movement on entry or exit. So simply when I enter or exit the vehicle, like I shut it off, about to get out, it will move the seat back so I can get in and out a little easier. All right, I like that. So let's do that. And that's something you cannot adjust the position like goes back and down, it just moves back, okay? You got your memory link position right here. As you can see, it turns the driving position memory system on or off. So we're going to keep that on. So if I walk in with key fob 1 or key fob 2, boom, it goes to that key fob 1 and key fob 2 settings that's on the door there. We're going to head back one more time because we complete everything underneath that setup. Next thing we're going to have is going to be the meter setup. Top thing is your outside temperature display. You can fine tune that display right there. I'm going to move this tripod. Hopefully, oops, I fully back out as I'm going back in here. I'm going to move this tripod here a little bit for you guys so you can see on the driver's interface where that's at. Right down there on the bottom left-hand corner. All right, 88 degrees right now. Looks like it's about to rain any second. So hopefully we can get this done so I'm not getting soaked. So you guys can fine tune this with a 5-degree swing either way. I'm gonna hit cancel. You got trip A and trip B right here. So you can choose between 3 settings when that resets. We'll fine tune that, there we go, perfect. You can hit the back button, you can hit save or whatever you want. You got your reverse shift tone position right here. So simply when I put the vehicle into reverse, guess what? It gives me a nice little alert tone to let me know, hey, I'm in reverse. Because, you know, backup cameras automatically come on too as well. Now, from there, we got your auto idle stop display. Simply gives you a little indicator when your idle stop is activated or when it's not. So as you can see that right there. Keep that on. We'll come down. You get your alarm volume as the next option. You guys can read that right there. Simply kind of adjust the volume of the buzzer, the warning, turning indicators, stuff like that. You have 3 options. Which of these work best for you? Low, mid, or high? You have your turn-by-turn display. So as it kind of guides you with your navigation through your Apple CarPlay or whatever you use it for your turn-by-turn, there we go, on or off. I'm going to keep that on. Now we're going to have your fuel efficiency backlight. This is a nice little visual coaching here for you guys. This is on or off. I'm going to move the tripod here one more time. Prepare yourself from right up here. It's white because we're not being fuel efficient, and if we are, it's going to be green. All right, visual coaching. Let's level up your fuel efficient game. All right, so now that's everything underneath your meter setup. We're gonna hit the back button. We have your power tailgate. You're gonna have power tailgate keyless open mode. So this is us with the key fob right in our pocket. We take it out and we want to open up the power tailgate, right? So simply, let's get this key fob out of the pocket. We have it right here. I hit this button. Anytime I can use it. Doesn't matter if the door is open or locked. The power tailgate is going to open and close. Now, when you go to when unlock only here, if the door is locked, I hit this, it won't open, all right? I have to hit unlock, and then I have to hit this button right here, all right? Go ahead and select what works best for you. We're going to have your power tailgate open with the outer handle. You can simply have it as a power to manual or have it off as a manual only. And then hands-free access power tailgate. So this is with the awesome little kick motion. I'll post a little link down here too as well, just show you guys that in person. Do you want your hands-free power tailgate on or off? I'm going to keep it on. Why not? All right, now we're going to go to keyless access setup, door unlock mode. All right, so we got the key fob in our pocket, or purse, or jacket, wherever you store this thing at. We're going to walk up, put your hand in the handle or the tailgate here, okay? Do you want all doors to unlock, or just as driver in the tailgate? We have the keyless access light flash. Pretty much when the door locks or unlocks, you want the lights to flash at you, give you a little visual. Yes, I like visuals. Now you have the keyless access beep. When the door locks or unlocks, you want it to give you an audible noise, beeps at you. Yeah, I like the sound effects, let's do it. All right, we got remote start. You can turn that on or off. I can't think of a reason on God's green earth right now for us in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, with winter coming around the corner any moment now, to turn off your remote start. Now to use your remote start, all you have to do, if I can speak, is simply hit lock and hold this button down here for a few seconds, all right? And then we'll start right up. It's gonna heat and cool the car to 72 degrees, runs in 10-minute intervals. So let's keep that on. But for some reason, if you want to turn it off, you can. Now we're gonna have your walk away auto lock right here. So when I shut off the car, take the key fob with me, right? It's in my pocket, I'm walking away. I get 10 feet away, boom, it locks all the doors, okay? Only bad thing I can think about this is if I have the vehicle in the garage and I like to get in and out, act like I'm important, playing around in the car while I'm in the garage, I have to go inside next to the door, get the key fob to bring it close by, okay? So I can get in and out of the car. Because if I shut that door without that key fob, it locks the doors, all right? Now that's everything there for the keyless. Now let's go to driver's assist system setup. This is for your Honda sensing features, all right? You got your forward collision warning distance. As you select that, this is us changing the distance for that 3-stage warning system. When if we're gonna hit an object or a pedestrian, a car, or whatever it senses, all right? I don't know the exact distance, I don't recall it off the top of my head, but you can refer to your owner's manual. American Honda set it on normal for a reason, so I'm gonna keep it on normal. You have your ACC, that's your adaptive cruise control, forward vehicle detection beep, all right? So simply when you have your adaptive cruise control on, let's say it finds a car in front of you in range, it will beep to alert you, okay? Let's turn it on. You have your road departure, mitigation right here. You can change the sensitivity of your road departure. Normal, this is what I'm gonna keep it at. You have wide from there, or you can put it to warning only. So it won't bring you back, it just warns you when you go off your road, out of the lane. All right, then we have your lane keeping assist, suspense beep. I'm gonna turn this on so we get all the sound effects when you guys come out to test drive. Simply with that, as you're driving down the road, you got your lane keep assist on between 45 and 90 miles an hour. You go out of your lane a little bit, right? It's gonna beep at you, okay? So, gives you a nice little audible noise. Down here, we have your blind spot information system, all right? I'm gonna keep it on the default right here. Simply right now, I'm gonna try to move this tripod. I don't know if you guys can see this with all the shade and everything going on in this phone, I can't see, but right here we have a little indicator. Dot on the side mirrors is actually inside. I like the interior one because let's say it's heavy rain and snow, stuff like that. It's a little hard to see on the mirror. But anyway, so that lights up when the car's in your blind spot. And then when you have your turning indicator on while someone is in your blind spot, it beeps at you and lights up, okay? So let's keep it on that option right there. Apparently I'm having a hard time speaking now. I've been doing a lot of talking today. All right, we'll come down here. We got down with vehicle, a driver's assist system. We have wireless phone charger, wireless charging. Simply turn it on or off, all right? And that's gonna be right down here. There's your wireless charging pad. We're gonna have door and window set up now. So get some door setups, you get auto door lock. So we just got in the car, about to drive away, right? When do you want your doors to lock? Between these three options. Now we have auto door unlock mode. I just arrived to the dealership or where I'm going from running some errands, maybe dropping off Cameron here, my 5-year-old son at school. He's in school full time now in kindergarten, so that's pretty awesome. But when do I want the doors to unlock? When I shift to park, shut off the car, or just have that off and it's when I hit the unlock button. Key and remote unlock mode. So I got the key fob with me, right? This is when we talk about the first time, because when you hit unlock twice, automatically all doors unlock. So when I hit it once, do I want driver or all doors to unlock? We have keyless lock, answer back. Tells you right there what it's going to be doing. On or off. Now we're going to have a security timer. This is going to be great. Let's say if I hit unlock on the key fob, I have X amount of time to open up the door or any door. If I don't, all the doors automatically relock, all right? So I'd be like telling my oldest Zoe, get out there, you know, go out there and get whatever I left out there. You know, you left your book bag out there, and I hit unlock and waited 15 seconds just to mess with her, all right? Doors locked. So there we go. Dads, we never grow up. Now that's everything underneath door setup. Let's hit the back button here. We have your lighting set up. Let's start from the top and work our way down to the bottom. That's the thing. So we have the interior light dimming time. The next amount of time, the lights will turn off once I shut off the car and shut the car door. You have three options. You have your headlight auto timer. So once again, I shut off the car, shut the door, X amount of time, the headlights will turn off. Which of those four options work best for you? 15 seconds sound amazing. Sometimes people do 30 if you got a little more of a dark area that you could be parking at. For me, I'm always home before dark. I always pull up into the garage. Now we have your auto interior light sensitivity. You can see that right here. So this works only when you have your vehicle and the headlights on auto. All right. So as they change between day and night time, how bright do you want your interior lights on? To be bright as your headlights are on, all right? You got auto headlights right here, so with wiper on. So let's say I got my wipers on and my headlights on auto. My headlights will automatically turn on as soon as those wipers are on, all right? So I'm gonna keep that on, I like that. So I always set my headlights to auto, I won't mess with them ever. It starts raining, I need to get my wipers on, boom, everything's on. Auto light sensitivities automatically adjust when the headlights will come on between your day and nighttime transparency levels. So let's say it's on max, perfect. It will adjust accordingly. If I have minimum, it's going to take longer for them to come on, okay? Now that's everything underneath lighting setup. We'll come right down here to maintenance. If I get like oil change that needs to be done, other services need to be due, this is where I'm going to find that at. Now, let's talk a little bit about the radio here for you guys. I'm assuming you guys, most of you know how to set up the radio, but just in case if you're having some issues, let's talk about the radio. So you can go from different sources by simply hit this button right up here as I'm selecting. You can see all these options here. Just simply select that. Then you're going to be set from there. Now, let's say you find a radio station that you do like. Let's hit tune. Let's just say... let's listen to a little bit of rock and roll today. Why not? I found one. Now all I have to do is kind of click and, like it says right here, push and hold. Boom. It saves it, all right? It's that easy. Very nice. Hey guys, thanks again for watching my video. Hopefully it was very helpful. Thanks for bearing with me. Hopefully I answer all of you guys' questions. If not, you know what to do. Drop it down below in the comments. I'll do my best to answer your guys' questions, all right? Don't forget to share your experience with your Honda Pilot. I'd like to hear about that, okay? I'll see you guys at the next video. Bye-bye.